Welcome to Alibro's EduSoft Free Education YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss Business Studies first chapter, Business, Trade and Commerce, part 3. Let's get into the video.
So friends, let's get into the class of types of economic activity. The types of economic activities, they are broadly classified into business, profession and employment. And in business, you can see the examples here of all. In business, the example can be trade, industry, banking, transportation, insurance, warehousing, advertising, etc. In profession, it is medical, legal, chartered accountant, and in employment, it is manager, clerk, and salesperson. This category of types of economic activity is a chart which shows the subdivisions which are included in the types of economic activity. Kindly remember the chart as you can mention it in the essay question of your examination. And next we are going to discuss in detail about what the business, profession and employment is. So we know that what is business? Business, it refers to those economic activities which are connected with the production or purchase and sale of goods or supply of services with the main object of earning profit. So, what is business? It refers to the activities. And we know that business is an economic activity. It doesn't relate with non-economic activity because its main object is earning profit. And when we studied about the meaning of business itself, we know that there are many characteristics which was involved in the business. Here also it is mentioning about the production or purchase and about the sale of goods and supply of services. The main aim of the business is to earn profit. And next, we are going to discuss in detail about what business, profession and employment is. So business, its main object is earning profit, and people engage in business to earn income in the form of profit. So from this we can understand that the return which are getting when engaged in business activities is in the form of profit. Profit is the income from business. Next is profession. Profession includes those activities which require special knowledge. While undertaking a profession, let it be a doctor, a lawyer, or any other profession, a special knowledge is required for the people who are engaged in those professional activities. And also the skill need to be applied by the individuals and their occupation. In their occupation, they should apply the skills. Then only it becomes a profession. And such activities are generally subjected to guidelines of codes of conduct laid down by the professional bodies. And these professional bodies or the persons who apply in these kind of professions are called professionals. So we can surely say that a doctor, a lawyer, a lecturer or a teacher is a professional. They are professionals in their own field of study. Next is about the example. Doctors who are engaged in the medical profession and are subject to the regulations of the Medical Council of India. This means that a professional who is skilled in a certain profession, they should register themselves with a professional body. So that is very important in case of activity engaged in profession. They should engage or they should register in a professional body. Then similarly, like the medical in profession, the lawyers, they also engage in the legal profession and they need to do the registration in Bar Council of India. Also the chartered accountants, they belong to the accounting profession, and they are subject to the regulations of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which is ICAI. So like this, the people who are engaged in profession, they need to register themselves in different professional bodies which are working for the professions all around the world. And next is about employment. Employment refers to the occupation in which people work for others and get remunerated in return. We studied that employment is between the employer and employee. Employee is to abide all the rules and regulations which are put forwarded by the employer. Those who are employed by others are known as employees, and the people who work in factories and receive wages and salaries are in the employment factory of factory owners and are employees of the factory. And the people who are giving them jobs, that is, who give jobs to the employees, they are called as employers. Also, when we say about employment, we can quote on many examples like the people who works in offices, banks, insurance companies, then government departments, as managers, assistants, clerks, peons, or security guards. So this is all about the meaning of business, profession, and employment. Next, we are moving on to what is the meaning of business. In this chapter, we are more learning about the topic business in detail. Even we'll compare or we'll study the comparison of business, profession, and employment. We are more keen on studying about what is business, what is its concept, and what are its nature, and about its characteristics, its important objectives, its multiple objectives. All this we are dealing in this chapter. Here we are going to study about the characteristics of business. An economic activity. Production or procurement of goods and services. Sale or exchange of goods and services. We know the first three features which are very familiar for us. Then next one, dealing in goods and services on a regular basis. Profit earning. Uncertainty of return and element of risk. I think the majority of the characteristics we deal in this slide is we have discussed and we have looked into in a bird's point of view in the first part itself. That is when we explained about the meaning of business. I told you from the business definition itself we can jot on many characteristics. So an economic activity. We know that business is an economic activity, and we studied the subcategories or the division of economic activity while explaining. We have studied about business, profession, and employment. So ultimately it is the economic activity. So business, when considered as an economic activity, its main object can be directed towards earning money, earning income, which means earning of any monetary gain. So it is simply we can say that it's an economic activity. Production or procurement of goods and services. It's all about the procurement of goods and services which are involved in the business activities. The activities which are carried out when doing a business, it is all concerned with the goods and services which are needed for the sales. And also when we say about the services, it includes banking, insurance, transportation, etc. And about the products or the goods which we mention in business, mostly it will be of consumable purpose, which means ultimately it will be consumed by the consumers. So that is about procurement of goods and services. Next is the sale or exchange of goods and services, which means it doesn't mean about taking the goods from godown or warehouses and keeping it in the business firm or enterprise. It is also including the sale of the goods which are stored to the final customers or to the wholesalers, and also rendering of services. So this happens between the seller and buyer. That is about sale or exchange. Exchange also takes place in business. Next is an important one, that dealing in goods and services on a regular basis. Regular basis is very important, as this term means that a regularity is needed in business. Business need to be done on a regular basis. If there occurs a single transaction, if there occurs a single dealing of goods and services on a single day with a single person, that transaction is not considered as a business activity. Business should be in a prolonged manner. It should be continued in the near future too, which means it should be in a very prolonged manner. So, regularity or continuity is an important term, and it should be applied in business. That is what explained here. One single transaction of sale or purchase does not constitute business. It means that regularity of dealings or exchange of goods and services is needed. Next is profit earning. Profit earning, from the very beginning of the starting of this chapter itself, I am explaining that profit is a key word in the running of a business, and profit is everything in business. A person who indulges in business only by seeing the term profit, because he sometimes will reap profit, sometimes he will incur losses, but if he is getting profit, that profit will be a windfall gain, which means a huge profit will be getting from the business. So, profit earning is a main purpose of business. A business cannot survive without making profit. If a business is not making profit, means they can't run the business activities in the long run. They will incur loss, and soon they will need to shut down. So, profit is the essence of business. Next is uncertainty of return. We know that if you are engaged in a profession, or if you are engaged in an employment, we'll know that this much amount will be getting for us as salary. This much amount will be our salary, which is fixed. But if a person is engaged in a business activity, he is not certain about the return or the profit which he is getting from that, because it depends on the condition of the business climate. If the business climate is very favorable for the businessman, then he will reap huge profit. If it is not, he'll be getting loss. So, uncertainty of return. Every business invests money with the object of earning profit, but the amount of profit earned may vary. That is the thing, which means that there is a possibility of getting losses more than profit. A businessman should be most aware of the loss which he is incurring in the business. When we explain about uncertainty, the word which comes to our mind is risk. Of course, risk is involved in business. Then what is risk? Anything bad happening, a probability of anything bad happening is called risk. All business activities carry some elements of risk, because future is uncertain, right? We cannot predict the future, that what will happen, what the business climate will it be favorable or unfavorable. That doesn't depend on us. So, business has no control over the several factors like strike, fire, theft, and change in consumer taste. Sometimes there may be a natural calamity that will affect the business. Also, the consumer's taste and preferences may not be the same every time. It may change according to the people who are dealing in different goods in different regions. So, that also can affect the uncertainty or the risk factor of business. So these are all the characteristics of business. I'll repeat once more. It's an economic activity, production or procurement of goods and services, sale or exchange of goods and services, and dealing in goods and services at a regular basis, then profit earning, uncertainty of return, and element of risk. These 7 are the very important characteristics of business. So, by this, we are winding up a subsection of part 3, which are characteristics of business and meaning of business, profession, and employment. So, if you have any doubt regarding this part, kindly comment in the comment section, or if you have any queries, please do email in the email which is given below. Thank you.